exhibit coming to Indianapolis. This is a visual journey. It's showing more than 30 years of LGBT history. And joining me this morning on the Fox 59 Red Couch to tell us more about the exhibit are Sarah Anderson and Karen DePaul with the Indiana Historical Society. Good morning. Thanks for coming. So Sarah, just start by tell us more about the exhibit.
Sure. So at the Indiana Historical Society, we have been collecting Indiana's history since 1830. And in 2014, we announced an exciting new initiative to start collecting the history of LGBT Hoosiers. And Mark Lee, who's a local photographer, his collection was one of the first that we received. And so Mark has been documenting what it is to be an LGBT Hoosier in Indiana for the past 30 years. And so our brand new traveling exhibit features his photographs. And the exhibit ranges from everything from couples who were dealing with the AIDS crisis to the Bag Lady Bus Tour and the transgender community in Indiana, and then the steps that for the March for Marriage Equality.
We are kind of living this history right now, which is pretty incredible to think about. You had same-sex marriage, the issue of same-sex marriage going to the Supreme Court last year. Will that be touched on? I mean, does it kind of, you step outside and go, this is still happening. We're seeing these changes now.
Yes, Mark is right there. If you know him in the community, he always has his camera in hand, and he was there every step of the way, documenting the courtroom scenes and the steps of the state capitol. So when you see our new exhibit, you really get an insight on all the steps it took to marriage equality.
How important was it to unveil this? Indy Pride Week just kicked off yesterday. Next week, Saturday, is the big parade. 60,000 people expected at the parade, over 100,000 expected at the kind of after party where this will be unveiled. I mean, how special is that to unveil this at this huge event?
It's really exciting to get to do it with kind of in conjunction with Pride and getting to show it, sort of showing it to the community that it's producing the history of, kind of showing it to them first is, I think, really exciting for us. So kind of unveiling it to them is.
And I would assume this is for men, women, old, young. I mean, you want everybody to kind of come out and see this. Why do you think this is so important? Because this fight is still going on.
And I think that's exactly why it's so important. It's important to understand that these are your neighbors. These are people, even if you're not aware that you live with a group of LGBT individuals, that they're out there. They're just like you and me, and they're kind of, that their history is just as important to us, and it's just as important to know as the history of World War I. So I think that's kind of what's really exciting about it.
And it's such a hot topic right now because now we've got the transgender issue affecting schools. So this is something even younger generations are seeing firsthand. All right, let's get you the information on the screen. The public debut of the LGBT traveling exhibit does happen during the Circle City Pride Festival. That's Saturday, next Saturday, June 11th at the American Legion Mall downtown. That's the big unveiling. That's from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. after the Pride Parade. The event is free. It's open to the public, and we've got a link for you as well at fox59.com. Sarah and Karen, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Really good stuff. So we really appreciate it. All right, Jillian, we'll send it over to you.
Thank you, Jessica.